And this afternoon, we're going to take a look at Esri's emerging community engagement technology. Okay, so for anyone who's met me before, I love to talk about my puppy. And this is Dash. Dash is the Chief Marketing Officer and Solution Architect in my home. So aside from being a GIS lover, I am an avid pet parent. And as a pet parent, I'm responsible for his upkeep and care, including, if I'm honest, taking him for long chases at the park. So for anyone who's a dachshund owner, you know that you don't walk a doxy walks you. So as a pet owner and a citizen of this great state, I need my government to share data and information about parks and facilities that are relevant to Dash and myself. And in turn, I need to be able to engage with our government to let them know when facilities are up and running and they're great, when they need to update facilities, or if anything is wrong or broken. So ArcGIS Hub provides a mechanism to disseminate information to the community, but also enables me as a member of that community to engage with my government. So it enables true two-way engagement and collaboration. So for Dash and me, it means that we can find our nearest dog park by accessing a Parks and Facilities application through ArcGIS Hub. And it also provides a way for me to provide feedback to my council. So if there's issues that I've observed, such as broken fences or damaged bins or vandalism, I can then quickly and easily connect with my constituency. So this ultimately improves the turnaround time on maintenance efforts and means the dog park is in great shape for me and Dash to chase each other. So ArcGIS Hub is a vehicle designed to achieve collaboration. It leverages your organization's existing ArcGIS online platform and open data capability to enable a two-way engagement platform and connect government and citizens. It unites the three most important aspects of a smart community. So you, the constituents, the initiatives that will help enable and drive policies that matter to us as a community, and the open data that's going to drive those policies and initiatives. So ArcGIS Hub was born as a successor to open data, and it's the intersection of government aspirations and the initiatives and engagement of the community around those initiatives. It's more than just open data. It's access to data and configurable applications to give feedback to government and councils so that we can make more meaningful decisions together. So ArcGIS Hub is therefore a product that enables everyone to start building their smart community. I had a really great quote that we made up with CityWorks yesterday, that while open data informs, ArcGIS Hub informs and engages. So the Hub enables the community and the government to come together, so the government can leverage the broader community of organizations and agencies to realign goals and make informed decisions. So governments can leverage the community as an intelligent and capable addition to their existing workforce. So by encouraging and creating a space for collaboration and two-way engagement, the government receives more valuable and reliable data to drive data-enabled policy. I'm not sure about you guys, but if I've ever taken the time to go to a site to fill out an application or a survey, I'm more likely to give really reliable and relevant information and data. Which means if I'm a member of government, I can be ensured that I'm getting information that's relevant that I can start to act on. So governments start off with aspirations. These aspirations outline what the government wants to achieve within the community. So aspirations are achieved through data-driven initiatives. So to be a safe community or a livable community, a healthy community, or a prosperous community. And these all enable policy and community-enabled content. So community-enabled content and applications produce engagement outcomes that help to form real-world solutions based on useful data. So I've mentioned aspirations and how aspirations are translated to the community as initiatives. So initiatives are project and policy-driven goals that improve organizational and community outcomes. So ArcGIS Hub includes initiative templates which can be adopted and configured and extended by your organizations. That way you can create engaging websites and web pages and mobile experiences for community collaboration. So ArcGIS Hub is enabled through your ArcGIS Online organizational account. As part of Hub, you get an ArcGIS community account. It also leverages your open data capability, so you can configure themed and data-driven and informative and interactive sites. Through those websites, you can plug in your applications. You can also add explorable data and maps to encourage collaboration. Now, here are some really great examples of open data sites that are related to disaster response. And with storm season fast approaching here in Australia, organizations with existing open data sites or access can quickly and easily leverage the data that they currently have, or ArcGIS Hub, to spin up additional websites that are related to emerging events. This keeps the community informed and enables the community to engage and give insight into on-the-ground data. So as a product, ArcGIS Hub enables everyone to start building on the smart community because it builds bridges between key milestones, from your initial vision to execution of that vision. So this is done by enabling access to relevant GIS content and applications through websites and web pages, which really drive your initiatives. This in turn helps you to inform the public, to monitor how they're accessing and interacting with your data, and also to listen to their feedback. Now, to enable engagement around important issues, ArcGIS Hub includes initiative templates. Now, these are carefully crafted bundles of ArcGIS capabilities that are designed to give users broad and essential tools that are needed to plan and to create and to execute strategies around policy or outcomes. When you have an initiative template, for example, you get templates for various applications. You get templates for specific types of data you might want to include. And you also have the option to add your own applications and your own data. That way, when you spin up a website, you plug in the applications and data you already have access to, and the community can quickly and easily engage with those apps. Now, the benefits of using an initiative template are so many, but I'll just start with a few. So they've been designed and developed with industry and ArcGIS expertise. They're also ready to use and deliver immediate value. You don't have to start from scratch. They act as inspiration or playbooks and guides to your ideas. And they also increase the likelihood of users delivering a modern and engaging experience. And finally, they also fill the talent and expertise gaps. So you don't have to design a UX or UI designer. You can quickly spin up a site from a template and then expand from there. Now, as part of ArcGIS Hub, you get access to creating sites. And you can quickly design sites that convey your key messages to your community. Sites is a website builder that's included in ArcGIS Hub and enables you to create engaging and informative web pages for sharing open data and connecting with your community. Hub site design tools were made with the everyday user in mind. It's literally the drag and drop of a card into your site. That means that you can create the site quickly and easily and share it internally. Collaborate with internal users and then share it across your organization. Once you're happy with the site you've built, share it publicly and start engaging with the community. So we'll take a look at ArcGIS Hub as a product, how it plugs into ArcGIS Online, and how you can quickly and easily plug in open data. We'll then quickly build a site and then share that publicly and see how we engage with that site. Now, currently, I'm accessing my organization's ArcGIS Online account. And as part of ArcGIS Online, I can enable open data. So open data enables me to create a group and share content, such as applications and data, to that group. I then make that group of content and apps available to the public. I can also assign group members that are part of my organization to those open data groups, and they can share their content. Now, as part of our organizational account, we have configured ArcGIS Hub. That means we can start to configure our community account and start to manage initiatives and start to manage the community members that we also interact with. So we'll switch across and take a look at ArcGIS Hub. As part of ArcGIS Hub, I can quickly and easily start to spin up initiatives and also manage my initiatives. So part of my organization, we have 4 initiatives that we're currently looking at and running. I mentioned beforehand that with ArcGIS Hub, you get access to initiative templates. Now, initiatives help to prioritize meaningful policy-driven goals and to organize your colleagues into teams to disseminate that information. Now, there are several templates for these initiatives, and the first is the Share Open Data initiative. So that enables you to quickly and easily configure a site and to plug in relevant data and applications to share with the public. All initiatives are really tagged into specific themes, and these themes relate to a smart community. So smart communities are healthy and livable, prosperous and safe. They're also sustainable and well-run. So each of these initiatives plugs into a specific theme or aspect of a smart community. You can choose to grow your local economy, prevent vector-borne disease, reduce homelessness, tackle opioid epidemics, as well as the Vision Zero. You can also create a custom initiative for your organization to add your own organization's data and relevant applications. Now, before we take a look at our existing initiatives, we'll just take a quick tour of ArcGIS Hub. Now, I mentioned beforehand that through Hub, you can create engaging websites. So with the Site Manager, I can manage every single site that I've created, whether it's part of an initiative or a standalone website. One of the sites that we'll be looking at today is the Open Observatory. Now, that's part of an initiative that's based on the Share Open Data initiative. You can configure your site and edit your site. But one of the best things about these sites is you get to plug in specific groups. Now, these are open data groups that are available to us, where we quickly and easily add them to our site so we can quickly access the data from those open data groups. Now, Logan City Council, City of Darwin, and Morton Bay Regional Council have been kind enough to enable access to their open data groups. So we'll take a look at some of the data that they're sharing. As part of Hub, you also get to manage the data. You can see the data that belongs to your organization and the data that's available through the open data groups that you're accessing. This means if you quickly and easily need to amend data, it's available through this tab. Now, because ArcGIS Hub is all about collaboration, you have a Hub administration group that enables you to quickly and easily collaborate with members of your organization or trusted collaborators from the community. These members can then add and access initiatives and manage those initiatives. And it means you're not working alone, but you're working with trusted individuals. Now, as part of ArcGIS Hub, which comes with a community account, you get to access information about the community that's engaging with your initiative. So the community dashboard enables you to see the number of individuals who've accessed your initiative, the number of new members you have, any new content they have created or contributed, as well as any comments that you can review and access. You can also see members who sign up to follow your specific initiatives. And you also get to manage events. Now, as part of any initiative, you might decide that you want to create a collaborative event where you want members of the community to come and see you. So why don't we take a look at an initiative that we have started creating. So I've created an open observatory initiative for Queensland and Northern Territory. Now, this is based on the Share Open Data initiative, which has enabled me to quickly spin up a site and to configure some data so that I can quickly and easily access the open data that's part of this great state as well as Northern Territory. I also have the option to add my own application. So here's the site that I'll be quickly configuring this afternoon. And using the site editor, I can quickly and easily update the site information, any header settings, select a theme for my site, and where all the fun happens is using the layout builder. Now, the layout builder enables access to cards, and each card has a specific ArcGIS capability. So I've included a banner to begin with. And as part of this banner, I just quickly want to change the background image. I can add a URL or just upload the image. And I can also change the focal point for that banner. Now I've also got a row here where I've included my banner, but I want to make sure that the row color is the same as that banner. So I'll just update this. Now, as part of this site, we've added category cards. And category cards enable us to categorize the type of information we want our community to engage with. So we've added category cards to access open data for Moreton Bay Regional Council, Logan City Council, as well as City of Darwin. Now, I'd like anyone who interacts with our site to start following this initiative. So I can add the Follow Initiative card and configure it so anyone who comes can start following that Open Observatory initiative. Now, as part of our site, we like to highlight local narratives, and these change every month. One of the local narratives we do want to highlight is for Morton Bay Regional Council. Now, they have their Morton Explorer, which is a version of their data hub. So by adding text as well as a link, anyone who comes to my site can quickly access just a brief description of the Morton Explorer and link out to learn more. To make it more engaging, I want to include an image card. And this image card is going to link out to the Morton Explorer. So I'll add a link to the image for that Explorer. And I also want to make sure that it opens up in a brand new tab. Now, as part of my site, I've included a gallery card. Now, a gallery card enables me to put forward on my site specific content that I want my community to engage with. So we have applications, data sets, sites, or pages that we can add. And I'm only showing 4 cards and accessing content for those cards through specific groups. Again, I want the background for that to match the background of my banner up top. I seem to have deleted my row. Okay, we'll move on. Now, as part of my site, I've also included category cards that enable me to access specific tags of data through my open data groups. So for this, I've chosen a tag for development. And it'll use a tag query to access any data in any of my open data groups for either development, utilities, planning, or transportation. And to make it a little more engaging, I just want to change the color of each of those cards. So that's one down. Now finally, I've included that event that I showed through our community tab. And we have a Building Queensland We're Better Together event coming up. Now for this open data meetup, I'd like to show any constituents who come to this page that we do have collaboration, that individuals do come to our meetings. So I just want to change that image to the image of our last meetup. I'll save that site and then we'll quickly launch it to see what it looks like. So in 10 minutes, I've quickly created a site related to my Queensland and Northern Territory Open Observatory group. I've added an initiative, and as well as a follow button for anyone to come and access that initiative. I can access open data from Logan City Council, for example, and quickly and easily access the data that Logan City Council has made available through their open data site. I can also access the Morton Explorer, which gives any individual who comes to our site access to that Morton Bay Data Hub. I also have access to that gallery of applications, which quickly enables anyone to explore with an application and to also search data based on specific tags. Finally, I can also sign up for that event, the Building Queensland Better Together. And through the event, if I'm not already following my initiative, I can quickly choose to follow it. There's a location for that specific event, as well as event details. And that's quickly and easily creating and accessing a site through ArcGIS Hub. Now we'll quickly go through some of the components of an initiative as part of ArcGIS Hub. And the first is the team of individuals that come together to put information together. Now your initiative team is made up of your organization's key contributors, as well as trusted collaborators from the community. Another key component is the community members. Each community member gets sign in with social media, such as Google or Facebook, and by signing in, they get access to a level 2 or contributor account, which means they can add information, add applications, and add data. That makes it more meaningful and rich. In terms of the engagement maturity path, there's various levels, and these are really centered around your people and your content. In the beginning or early stages of engagement, we have one-way policy communication. There's community self-service and ad hoc community involvement. In this stage, we really want to inform our users. So we're looking at open data. In a medium engagement maturity, we look at initiative-focused information. We look at forming initiative teams who contribute information. And we also look at organizing our applications and solutions and analysis around those initiatives. And initiatives really come through ArcGIS Hub. And finally, we have sustained two-way community engagement, where community members regularly partner on initiatives with the organization. And two-way engagement really comes from the marriage of that open data capability as well as your ArcGIS Hub. I think the biggest question that we get is, if we're going to use ArcGIS Hub, where can I start? What can I do now? And really, you can start by identifying your key initiatives and start a conversation internally as well as with your community members. Assess the gaps between the GIS data that you have as well as your executive vision. See what data exists and how it can support your initiatives and objectives. Do you have an open data site? And if you don't, it's literally the flick of a switch through your ArcGIS Online account. Check who's in your organization, and if you have trusted collaborators within your community who can be on your initiative team. Can you partner with any existing community members who have data and resources that you can add to your organization? The most important thing is to repurpose what you already have. You don't have to start from scratch. Explore the data that you currently have and see what's missing. Then visualize and analyze it to assess the gaps. Build new applications using existing templates, and then share all that information embedded through your website. You can also see who's interested in your initiatives and stay connected with those individuals. You can email community members, as well as track the growth of your community and those who follow your initiatives. There are lots of changes coming to the initiative template through this roadmap, and we're more than happy to discuss the changes that are coming. The most important thing, however, is that collaboration moves at the speed of trust. If we don't trust one another, how can we collaborate? So it's great to start engaging internally as well as externally. So start by sharing your data that you have. Create an open data initiative, and then encourage the community to let you know what they need. Use ArcGIS Hub to leverage that engagement piece. And remember, we're definitely better together. There's heaps and heaps of open data and hubs around the world that are currently in use, so please look up the Hubs Around the World story map for more information. As part of my solution today, I used ArcGIS Online organizational account, Hub, including the community account, and my ArcGIS Online creator user type. Many thanks to City of Darwin Open Data, Logan City Council Open Data, as well as Morton Bay Regional Council for allowing us to access their open data sites.